I've seen a lot of speakers. I spend a lot of money making sure I see some really good speakers, and I would put him in the top 0.5% of those.
Now, no one can forget the horrific crimes committed by Peter Sutcliffe back in the 1970s. But for Richard McCann, the fallout from those crimes have been life-changing.
We had Richard speak at our leadership event today, and I can honestly say from the heart, he was the most impactful speaker I've seen at an event ever.
Can you tell to look at me that my mum was murdered by a serial killer? Can you tell? I know the answer. You can't tell. And as I look out at all of you, I cannot tell to look at you what you might have been through in your lives.
Hi, I'm Anton van der Post, CSB, and I just wanted to share with you, I've been to many conventions and I've been a speaker for over 40 years. I've been to conventions for 30 years. Your speech was the most moving speech I've ever heard. It was incredibly powerful. It was marvelous. I can't express my feelings more than this. You were outstanding in 30 years of listening to speakers. Thank you.
And the attitude that I like to speak about is 2 words: I can. Overcome life's challenges. Everything starts with I can.
Hi, I'm an event producer and I've just seen Richard McCann, and I have to tell you I have seen many guest presenters, and Richard is without a doubt one of the very, very best.
Never give up. Nothing in life worth having was ever just given to you.
We've had Richard at our annual conference today, and I have to say it's been one of the most emotional and powerful speeches we've ever had, and incredibly relevant for the change we're going through as a business as well.
By the way, has anybody here served time in prison? There are more people that have not been to prison. They live a life as if they're in prison. They have imaginary bars, imaginary walls, they call limiting beliefs. This is about how we focus on the glass that's half full, what courage looks like in an organisation. And I can decide, we can all decide, when things don't quite go according to plan, how we deal with it.
Just had Richard McCann speak at our conference, and that was the best motivational speech I've ever heard.
Big deal! Who cares? The big deal is the potential was always there. I just didn't know it from time to time. I'm sometimes negative, but when the chips have been down in my life, I choose what I think about that situation, try and find the good in that situation. Got a briefcase from Oxfam. I used to walk in with my briefcase, and all that was in it was my packed lunch. It's all packaging, isn't it? The car you drive, the pocket watch that's not even got a watch on it, busted. It's all packaging. See, we've all got the potential to do a little bit more if we really want to. It's not a coincidence that I found the courage and got on stage age 13, won that competition, and I'm stood in front of 3,000 people at the NIA in Birmingham right now. It's not a coincidence.
Hi, I'm Sally Moxon. I'm the People Director at Farrett ISA Level Limited. But we needed a motivational speaker for our end of year event for all our staff, and I came across Richard McCann. Everything that he was saying and the engaging way that he was delivering really matched with all our values, the I can and the positive message that he gives. We've just finished with Richard. He has been signing books for everybody. Everybody's been so engaged. I've just had somebody tell me it's one of the best motivational speeches they've ever heard. Richard's been amazing. I would completely recommend him. We will definitely be using him again at Farrett. He's been superb. Thanks, Richard.
The feedback from businesses has been absolutely unbelievable.
Sometimes you can't do anything about the challenge. You've got to go through it. You can change how you view it. If I can overcome the things that I've been through. Mum was murdered by a serial killer. Children's homes, beaten with sticks, slept the streets a couple of times. But if despite all those things, I can quite literally not only going to achieve far more than I ever thought possible, but also deal with more than I thought possible, then you, your loved ones, your colleagues, can too.